let's look at the Bank of Ghana. Very astronomical figures here. The Bank of Ghana records 10.5 billion Ghana cedi loss in 2023. 10.5 billion. All right. The story here says that the Bank of Ghana has recorded a loss of 10.5 billion Ghana cedis for the financial year ending 2023. That this loss was mainly due to a substantial increase in total interest expenses on the open market operations by the central bank. Now, these expenses on the open market operations rose by 6.7 billion Ghana cedis during the period under review. Now, the increase in the expenses, the bank says, was incurred due to the need to manage excess liquidity in the economy and support the disinflation process as part of the broader macroeconomic adjustment program. Now, as of December 31st, 2023, the Bank of Ghana and its subsidiaries had total liabilities exceeding total assets by 65.36 billion Ghana cedis. Now, the total operating expenses for 2023 were 19.2 billion, a notable decline from the 66.9 billion recorded in 2022, attributed to lower impairment charges on loans and advances and the bank's holdings of Ghana of government securities. All right. Yes, let me wrap it up here. This 10.5 billion Ghana cedi loss is, however, a significant improvement compared to the 60.9 billion loss the central bank posted in 2022 following the impairment of its holdings of marketable government stocks and non-marketable instruments during the domestic debt exchange program. Now, Paul, if you are an ordinary business person and not the Central Bank of Ghana, you make a loss one year, you make another loss, howbeit a lesser loss the following year. It almost sounds like you're trying to pat yourself on the back, but it's a loss, and a loss is a loss. I'm trying to understand, and maybe you can help us, what's going on here, what's happening, why is Bank of Ghana losing so much? Because it means in 2 years, they've lost in excess of 100 billion. And everybody's still at post.
Lord.
Yeah.
The issues with Bank of Ghana are self-inflicted. All right? And I say so because in 2022, it reported a net loss of 60.8 billion Ghana cedis. We woke up yesterday and we are told that, again, we have a loss of 10.5 billion. So it means that in the space of 2 years, we have over 71 billion loss to the state. 71 billion in the space of 2 years. Remember the issue of revocation of licenses of banks and savings and loans and what have you, and other financial institutions, right? GN Bank was affected.
Yes.
Beige Bank. In fact, quite a number of banks. Some of us had the opportunity to work around these revocations because at the time in 2019, that was our field. So we knew what went, on in there. Be that as it may, Kweku, the fiscal indiscipline as a country is so rife. Okay? And again, the bank's own staff remuneration, the kind of expenditure it goes through over there, is just beyond words. The expenditure even per employee is in excess of, okay, I'm not permitted to give the figures, but is that bad? All right, yes, they are the central bank, we understand. But if staff remuneration, staff salaries and allowances are always shooting to the roof, you are spending billions on staff. And it's not as though you are reducing your staff strength, you are always increasing them at the expense of the state. So if an individual bank goes through a similar challenge, you go to revoke their license because they are not capitalized or they are not able to meet your minimum capital requirement. All right? But you sit and incur so much within a space of 2 years, you have 71.3 billion as a loss. Albeit the DDP is partly to blame, because I am told that in excess of about 42 billion of that much went into the DDP program. Okay? And these are all self-inflicted, issues. Something we could have avoided if we were disciplined enough as a country. Something we could have avoided if the BOG had not been supporting the government of Ghana's budget, 5% government of Ghana's budget. All right? Until it weaned itself off a couple of years ago, we seem to be a bit okay. You see, government upon government over the period have been making, profit with the bank. I don't know why suddenly, yes, you have impairment losses here and there as a bank along the line, but it should not be that continuous, because you put in stringent measures to making sure that you resolve the issues that led to the losses the previous year. So the governor, I do not know why he's still at post. That you should pretend over an institution that is making losses continuously, and you are proud. There's even an allegation that there's a mansion being built for him.
It's in the news today.
There you go.
It's in the news.
It's there. Okay, so if you are incurring losses constantly as an institution, then an innocent bank somewhere that needs only 500,000 or 1 million cedis to continue its operation, you go to revoke its license. How proud are you? Do you know how much we wasted in cleaning up the banking sector? In excess of over 25 billion Ghana cedis just to clean the banking sector between 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Yes. And even to date, the process is still ongoing. But guess how much the banks needed? They needed not even half of that 25 billion. They needed less of that much to survive, to continue their operation. Look at how many people lost their jobs. Today I sit in my office. Even during the day, the number of people exiting the country.
Yeah.
The people in their shops with no hope of people coming to buy. The despondency, the hopelessness in the country. And then you have one institution always incurring losses. And you say we should clap for you because you have done well, you have reduced your debt or your losses from 60.8 billion to 10.5. So you've done well. It's sickening. It's a very sad and shameful situation.
The minority leader in Parliament is alleging that the BOG governor is constructing the BOG is constructing for the governor,
Its governor.
a governor's residence, a multi-million dollar residence. Let's just do a quick bite on that one and then we can wrap things up here. Dr. Kisela Tuforsin, the minority leader in Parliament, has revealed that the Bank of Ghana is constructing a new multi-million dollar residence for its governor at the former site of Bank of Ghana Clinic in Ridge, Accra. In a post on X on Monday, June 3rd, the former Deputy Finance Minister expressed concerns over the demolition of the clinic, claiming it was done specifically to make way for the governor's new residence. Now, Dr. Atuforsen criticized Governor Ernest Addison for proceeding with the project despite the significant financial losses reported by the BOG. He highlighted that the Bank of Ghana reported a massive loss in 2023 amounting to 150,000% of its stated capital. He argued that such poor financial performance does not justify undertaking large-scale construction projects like the one currently in progress. In 2022, the Bank of Ghana made a colossal loss of over 600,000% of its stated capital of 10 million Ghana cedis. The bank made another loss equivalent to 150,000% of its stated capital in 2023. So this is the 60.9 billion versus the 10.5 billion that we were talking about earlier. Is this poor record of performance comparable to any central bank? Well, I've been thinking about that. How are central banks around the world performing relatively to the Ghana Central Bank? Then I quote, "Yet, apart from the ongoing construction of a new headquarters with about 250 million US dollars, the Bank of Ghana is also building a new multi-million dollar residence for the governor at where the Bank of Ghana Clinic used to be at Ridge in Accra." So that's the story we have here, and let me wrap it up. It says the tweet is there. You can see it for yourself. The Ejumako Enyan Esiam MP reaffirmed his position that the ongoing construction of the governor's new residence is unwarranted, given the Bank of Ghana's current financial state. He encouraged stakeholders to scrutinize such decisions to ensure that the public resources are being used wisely. Paul, quick bites. Yes.
To be honest, I think our leaders need psychiatric attention.
Hey,
I say that
that's where it has gone.
I say that with no apology whatsoever.
How about institutions working robustly?
Why should a CEO, a governor, or whoever appointed who is living in Accra, in his residence, be allocated another accommodation by the state by virtue of the position he is to occupy? Are we all right upstairs?
Well, I mean, I don't have a challenge necessarily.
I have every challenge whatsoever.
With an official, wait, let me explain. I don't have a challenge with an official resident assigned to the holder of an office. So whilst you are in that office, this is your residence. You will have guests, you will have people that will come to you because of your job as a state representative, right? When you are done with your tenure, another will take your place and have that same residence. So,
I'm not against that. But my point is, have we gotten to that level yet?
No, we haven't.
As a country, have we gotten to that level yet?
For me, that's the issue that we need to be looking at.
Have we eradicated schools under trees? Have we? Have we attended to maternal mortality yet? To date?
Some might
up
argue
until
that
yesterday. Until yesterday. Some might dialysis.
Argue, yes.
Even dialysis, ordinary dialysis was an issue. Until NHIA came out to announce that, over the next 6 months, between 0 to 18, they have access. Okay, for a month, I think they have 8 sessions in a month. And then 60 and above also have the chance to go in there, which I think is a plus. All right? But if the little you have, you want to be building accommodation, buying V8, and what have you, for somebody who was comfortable before you appointed. So my point is, can't we make sure whoever we are appointing to those offices are comfortable on their own?
No, but they're already comfortable. It's not. It's just increasing.
I'm just saying,
comfort.
It's not possible that we can appoint such people who are already comfortable and don't need so much. Perhaps all they will need is maybe a few allowances here and there, and their salaries.
I know, but are you saying that Ernest Addison wasn't comfortable?
That is my point. That is why I'm saying that we need to have a psychiatric check. Because if we are all right, we wouldn't be going through what we are going through.
Please wrap it up.
Why would we have to build, or even, you remember the case where, what was it, the GRA commissioner or somebody like that, who was living in a hotel, and we're paying this person so much for hotel bills. When this same person has a comfortable accommodation, even in Accra here, that the person could have been living in, but we're out there paying for hotel for so many years. And this is a practice that is going on, even with MPs.
There's no accountability. That's my
point.
That's why I see.
So again, I emphasize the fact that we still need that psychiatric check. We all need to go through as leaders. Because if ordinarily we are okay, we will see the needs of the country first, even before thinking about who we are appointing. Because we do not have the ordinary Ghanaians heart at heart. I mean, needs at heart.
Okay, please. We have 30 seconds to go.
Kwegu, our leaders, I don't know, but I will still say it, majority of our leaders are bereft of ideas, and they are just round pegs, or should I say square pegs in a round hole. And that is where we are. Why do we have to put up a building for a governor when this person can be appointed, when he is comfortable, before we give that appointment to whoever? You appoint the person, you give V8 to such a person to be maintaining. Look at the maintenance cost of the Bank of Ghana alone.
Thank you.
Millions of the ordinary taxpayers' money goes into maintenance of these same V8s that we give them. Again, what is wrong with us?
Thank you very much.